Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Reading the Red. This Thursday morning, not so sunny now, but much more comfortable. We're looking at Matthew 11 and we're looking today at verse 26. And Jesus, in this little package of teaching, is reintroducing us to the thoughts from yesterday when he says these words in 26. He says, "Yes, Father, for this way was well-pleasing in your sight." Yes, Father, for this way was well-pleasing in your sight. So he's saying, yes, Father, this way was well-pleasing in your sight. And so we have to ask the question, well, what is well-pleasing in God's sight? That Jesus would reintroduce it to us again today when he says this way. Well, what is this way? Well, this way was the reality of when Jesus said yesterday, he said that he has hidden it from the wise and the intelligent, and he has revealed it to infants. Hidden it from the wise and intelligent. And the reason that Jesus is impressed by that is because the wise and the intelligent obtain their understanding from within themselves. And if we trace that back, the within themselves capacity goes right back to the garden when the pursuit of the knowledge of what is good and evil was obtained. When Adam was instructed by God to not eat from the tree of life, and he did, in disobedience, he did through Eve, but he did it. There was a problem because man now, in effect, was excluded from the tree of life. He was given the opportunity to live with the tree of life, but he rejected it and chose the tree of knowledge of good and evil so that he could come to a conclusion regarding how he saw things and the way he saw things. And so when Proverbs tells us in Proverbs 3:5, do not lean on your own understanding, what Proverbs is telling us is that what Adam obtained from the tree of knowledge of good and evil was not really planned for man. It was there in order to show man how much he would trust in God. But because of the deception and the fall, man got caught up. So we travel back now to Jesus when Jesus says to us in this verse today, yes, Father, it was well pleasing in your sight. Because he was just really reiterating the fact that what God always intended was for man to trust in God, the tree of life, not in the tree of knowledge of good and evil. That man was designed not to be independent of God, but to be dependent on God. That he would obtain his standards, whether they be moral, emotional, anything, from God. And so when God looks at the unwise and the unintelligent and those who don't have a lot going on inside of them, he actually is more likely to get them to be dependent upon him because they don't know anything else. There's nothing else for them to know. And so they don't have the ability to obtain. Whereas the wise and intelligent and the capable and the privileged, they have an incredible amount of right. So here Jesus is really enjoying the fact that God wanted us to depend on the tree of life in order to obtain an understanding. Have a great day and I'll see you on Friday. Bless you.